Hello, everybody. I want to talk to y'all about a recent airport experience. Uh, I honestly found it to be strange. Let's just put it like that. Um, so I arrive at the airport, crack a damn dawn, and I check in. I have my book bag, which has all my electronics in, such as my laptop. Yes, that is my keyboard at the beginning of this recording. My tablet, my phone, and my other miscellaneous tech products that I keep with me. And then I also have a stowaway bag where it has my socks, my shoes, shirts, pants, underwear, all that good stuff. All right. So that I go ahead and I begin the whole, getting in TSA line. As I'm moving down the line, you go through a couple of checkpoints in which they say, hey, do you have your ID? Do you have your boarding pass? You go ahead, you present those to the TSA lady or man who's there, and then you go to the X-ray machine. Now this right here is where stuff really start to get interesting, especially for me. I get behind usually the couple that have a whole bunch of snacks, Doritos, jelly beans, all that stupid stuff. And they want to sit there, they want to argue about how much they could take on the flight, all right? So it becomes my turn, all right? I take out my laptop, take out my switch, I take out everything that's electronic that they want to scan, and I put it I put it in the tubs, I throw it in the conveyor belt, right? It goes in there, they're good. I throw my book bag in, I go get scanned, and that's when I notice and they're starting to look at me all crazy like. So I exit the scanner, and I am met with another female who basically said, we need to wand you. I'm like, all right. So I go ahead and I get wanded, and no, they find I'm clean, which is, duh. All right. Whoever goes to TSA needs to be clean somehow, some way. I just took a shower that night. Anyway, so I go back to claim my bag, and I realized my bag wasn't there. It dropped off to the side, and they were rummaging through it. They had on the monitor a picture that looked like a knife in my bag. I'm like, oh no, that can't be right. There's nothing in that bag that would represent a knife. Well, apparently there was, and it was part of an ifix kit. I recently did work on my laptop. I had to switch out a faulty mechanical hard drive that I put in a brand new SSD. And, just a couple of screws there and there, and not really a big deal. And that was what the kit I got was for, basically. It wasn't a big deal. So after, at least 30 minutes of rummaging through my underwear, my socks, and everything, this lady pulls out the iFixit kit that I completely forgot I put in there. And I'm like, oh shit. This right here might get me in trouble. I wasn't thinking. Uh-oh. And she opens it up. She's looking at everything. And she goes, now this is what it is. She takes out the metal splunger. And, if you know anything about what that does, basically it helps you separate a LCD screen from a phone, iPhone, and whatnot. Or, a thing like a Surface or whatever, or a tablet. So it's a crucial part of that kit, but you can probably get those anywhere, so it's not really a big deal. It's not really a big loss, right? She takes it, she's looking around. All the other TSA agents, they're kind of gathered around, they'll go play football with me. And they finally just said, you know what, you're free to go. Because I didn't want to go put it in my check-in bag, because that would have added more time. Now, don't get me wrong, I had time. I wasn't going to miss my flight. That's why you get there early. But I just didn't want to, I personally just didn't want to be inconvenienced. And that was a massive inconvenience. So I told the lady, I said, listen, am I in trouble? She goes, no, not really. I'm like, okay, cool. What needs to happen now? She goes, well, we're going to give you back your kit. Okay, so I got back the kit, and I didn't get back the splunger. She said that they were going to throw away the splunger. All right. That's cool. I could probably order one off Amazon anyways. I ain't going to worry about it too much. But there was always a little part of me that, I was pretty sure they were watching me. I saw a couple of the security guards walking past me and whatnot, eyeballing me like I was a potential threat. It was a very interesting time at the airport. I will never forget it. But, the lesson of the story is to always check your bags for stuff that can always get you in trouble. Don't forget to do that. Because, if you forget to do something like that and there's something in there that they could take as a potential threat, you might be looking at, some hard times ahead of you. But y'all, that's basically about it. I appreciate, y'all listening to my rant and whatnot. I hope this video is fun. I'm doing my level best to make them as fun and funny as possible. Hey, welcome to the end of the video. If you don't know, I do have Patreon. Patreon does help me continue making these videos, and if you would like to support that endeavor, please do head on over there and see what you can do to be a supporter of mine. It'll be much appreciated. Thank you very much for your consideration. Peace.